Hello and welcome to the ninth episode of Q&A. We are having very important question covered in today's episode regarding your application towards an internship or a job in VLSI industry. Viewer Hariom Shukla has asked that, Sir, I am filing for internship and jobs in various companies but not getting any callback. So in today's episode, we will zoom into the situation which you may face also. Stay tuned till the end of this episode to know how to deal with such situation in a professional and assertive way. Welcome back. In today's episode, we are discussing about a common question, that is, I am applying for a job or internship but I am not getting any callbacks. Why so? We will go in depth answer to this question. Before that, I will advise first you shift the focus from yourself and move the focus onto the post that you have applied. Now you are in the position to understand and deal with the situation in a perfect rational manner. The question being discussed here is very simple looking at first, but the answer is not that much simple. To get the answer, you have to go through multiple layer of thought level. When you apply to a internship or a job in a particular job portal or LinkedIn, first you have to consider that it is a virtual platform. That means it is a virtual reality. There is no person sitting in front of you who can immediately respond back. This is a very human to human interaction you are expecting right now. But there are multiple non-human layers between you and the recruiter. Now let us discuss these non-human layers in detail. In many of the cases, the recruiter will post the internship or job across various platforms such as a bunch of job portals and in LinkedIn. Now, the matter of fact is that the person who is posting in so many sites cannot remain simultaneously connected to all of them. This creates the gap in the communication between you and the recruiter. Here the communication is indirect communication which you are assuming to be a direct one. Now let me tell you what happens. The recruiter has to separately log on to each site in which he or she has posted. Then manually he or she has to collect all the data from each site and process the entire stack of data collected from each of the websites. This is a tedious task and hence it is causing another level of gap followed by unintended delay. Now let's park the car onto your side by driving away from the recruiter side. The question to solve now is what can be done to deal with such situation by your action. Let us solve the clogging caused due to the mentioned gap by taking a detour. When you face such situation, the first thing you should do that you should directly connect to the recruiter who has posted in any of the social media or in the job portal. To do so, you connect to the person directly through social media such as LinkedIn. Once you are connected, now you have an opportunity to have a chat with him over the social media regarding your application process. On the other hand, when you have the email ID of the recruiter, your approach becomes more formal. You can send an email asking for the progress status. You can do a follow-up in every 15 days period in case you have not received any answer. If you have got any answer, then you must use your intelligence to respond formally and professionally. Now let us move on to the next stage. This is the case of the convergence in case of a positive interaction. Remember that convergence is a two-way street. Let me explain how. Now, when you reach the recruiter through social media or through email, he or she may also ask what you are expecting and within what timeline. So, you must be very much prepared for such situation. When both sides have the same expectation at the same level, convergence happen very soon. You are expecting to get on board in next 6 months and the recruiter also have the same timeline. Then both of you are in highly probable to converge within the next 6 months. The second case, here the recruiter is expecting a person on board by next 2 months and you have a much larger window available from your side. In this case, also both of you are highly probable to converge. Now, let us talk about the divergence case. The third case, if the recruiter is expecting a person to onboard after 8 to 10 months while you have your window closing within next 4 months, both of you will eventually diverge from each other. Until now, all the discussion that I have had with you were completely at the superficial level, that is on skin depth. Now, let me give you a more broader and in-depth perspective of the scenario. When a post of internship or job is posted in any of the job site or in social media, generally that particular post is linked with a project in the corresponding company. Such projects have a definite timeline of roadmap for 3 to 5 years down the line. The beginning and ending of the project is like a time window. This time window may get shifted in the future by few more months than it was originally planned for, and hence the post was opened. Let us take an example. The post is opened in January. It gets pushed back by 7 months due to some circumstances in the respective company. Now the situation is beyond your control, so you cannot do anything from your side other than waiting. So I would like to suggest you to stop wondering or speculating. Start a conversation with the recruiter to understand the present situation. However, one thing I would like to emphasize that the post of the project has not been scrapped yet. The position which was posted will be still alive on the social media or the job portal until a person is hired for that particular position. One more thing I would like to mention, that in case of a particular project commence date is very near, then you will see that hiring will be done on war footing step and you will get no relaxation maybe in between multiple rounds of the interview. So now let us come to the final question. After applying for a post, how long should I wait in the waiting room? The answer is you must do a follow-up in every 15 days. Now, how to reach out to the recruiter I have already mentioned. One thing I would like to mention, that your text or email response must be professional and formal. It should not appear that the other person, you are pushing him or her for your own goal. Rather, it should appear that you are very eager to join the post. Maintain this theme of conversation from the beginning till the end. Also, I would like to advise you that you should apply multiple applications at various positions of various companies spread across the multiple job portals and LinkedIn. Nowadays, a lot of Telegram or WhatsApp job groups are there. Here, the jobs are posted regularly by the recruiters. Do search for such job groups and join them. I would like to conclude now. Using all the methods in today's episode, you will be able to deal with the situation in the real world as well as inside your mind. It is all about managing your thought process and the real-time process with a perfect balance. We have come to the end of this episode. Please write in comments how you like this episode of Q&A. Share this episode in your known or professional circle. That's all for today, folks. See you in the next episode.